Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'll be showing you my semester setup in my bullet journal, as well as setting up some other things for the upcoming semester that is starting for me in the next week or so. So for this, I'm going to start by setting up the space in my bullet journal where I keep track of all of the important dates. So I usually set this up at the back of my bullet journal just because it makes the most sense, and I find it easy to flip through because it's a frequently used page, so I want it to be pretty accessible. And then on the side of every page, I'm writing all of the dates of the month. So for January, I have 1 to 31, even though my classes only start like the mid to end of January. And then on the other side of the dates, I write the days of the week. This just kind of helps me to see when the weekends are, when the weeks are, and like what each week kind of looks like in a glance. And then I'm just adding a line on the other side of it, and I'm repeating this for all of the months. I'm just doing the 4 months in this semester, and then I'll do the other months as they come along for the rest of 2021. And then I'm just going ahead and highlighting all of the weekdays on the little side things with the dates. And then after that, I'm going ahead and making a key for all of my classes. So I picked some different mild liner colors. I chose this like blue theme, and then I included that on every page just so I had an idea on what is the color coding key, so then I can color code everything and I know what each item is and which subject it is for. So I have actually been doing this method throughout all of my years of university, so I wanted to just show you a flip through of my previous bullet journals and kind of how it looks at the end. So obviously on the one that I just created, I haven't added any dates in just because for all of my syllabi, I only get the important dates on the first day of classes, so I can only do that then. But here is a look at what some of them look like. As you can see, it's very colorful. This was this past semester with online classes, so this one is definitely a lot more busy, but I like to include this, and then I can check off the dates as I complete them, or check off the assignments or tests as I am finished, and it's a really satisfying way to look at the semester. So the way I use this semester master list of due dates and test dates and stuff like that is at the beginning of every month. After creating my monthly setup in my bullet journal, I go to this like master list of important dates and I fill those all in for my calendar for the month. So here I am filling in some important dates for January. So these were just pretty generic things because I didn't have all of the like very specific due dates and stuff because I haven't received my syllabi yet. So just like the beginning of school and stuff like that. So then I have those in my calendar at the beginning of the month, so then I can kind of see them in a monthly type of spread. So then on a weekly basis, this is usually on a Sunday night or Saturday, I look through my like monthly calendar with all of my dates and I put those into my weekly spread, so I have an idea of what's coming up for the week, what I need to do, so then I can make my to-do list accordingly. And yeah, so it keeps me organized and on track for the semester. Also, how cute is my sleeping cat sleeping on my bed? She was so snuggly and cute, so I decided to include her. So now on to my favorite school supplies and like stationery that I like to use for school. So I used to use a pencil case. That was when I went to an actual university and I wasn't at home all day. So this was my old pencil case. Now I just use it for my bullet journaling supplies. It's still really cute and I'll probably use it once I get to go back in person. So now I just use this cute little basket caddy. I got the basket at a thrift store and the metal pots are from IKEA. And in the first one, I have all of my mild liners, and I think they look so pretty in here, but I love these guys so much. They're great highlighters. I like that they are dual-ended, so they have a chisel tip on one side and then a finer tip on the other. Because I have used them so much, the fine tip is kind of not as fine as it used to be, but it still works. And I recently got some new colors, so this green is new and it's so pretty. So I love using these guys. And then I have my trusty calculator, and then this other pot has like random assortments of like everything. So I have a ruler, pencils, pens, gel pens, random markers, anything that I kind of want to use for school and I don't use for bullet journaling, I keep in here. And yep, so I have a red pen for like marking my work and other stuff like that. And then I recently got these Muji gel pens and I am absolutely obsessed with them. They write so nicely and they don't like smudge at all, really. A little bit when you go over them with a highlighter, but I'm really excited to be using them for the semester once it starts. And then I also keep some post-it notes in here. I love to use these for to-do lists and other things like that, and they're just fun to write on. So I got these pretty colors over here. So before school went online, I was pretty good with using a combination of like Google calendars, online planning stuff, and also like paper planning, like my bullet journal. And I tried to do this last semester, and like I set up all of my schedules, courses. I was planning on using like the Google Keep to-do list thing, but I ended up like not even looking at it at all. So I think it's because of the amount of time I was spending looking at a screen all day long. So because of like the online lectures, the online Zoom classes, it was just a lot to be sitting on my computer all day. So the last thing I wanted to do was plan my to-do list, my schedule online. So I decided to keep that all in my bullet journal and other paper planning methods. So I'm going to do that again this semester, and that might change again once like school can move back in person. I've been curious to use Notion. I see a lot of people using that, but I just don't want to be spending any more time on a screen every day, and I look forward to my time where I can plan on paper in my bullet journal. So with that being said, I'm going to be creating a paper class schedule. So you could do this in your bullet journal, but I wanted something where I could just like stick it right onto my wall so I could always see it, instead of using like a Google Calendar method to see kind of an overview of the week. So I printed this paper thing out, and then I went over it with the different mild liner colors that I had chosen previously, and then colored in the boxes where I have my classes. And then I labeled them, and then I just used some washi tape to stick it up onto my wall. So now I can just see a brief overview of the week, and I know when all of my classes are.